like the May song after he was done being Reverend for 5 minutes. Welcome back. It is time for Mirage. Remember that song?
No.
Welcome back, welcome back. You know, he came back from being a Reverend. He was back as a Reverend
Is it
again.
an English song?
Reverend Mace. It is an English song, yes.
I want to know.
Mirage is the next map, Fnatic and LDLC. LDLC with a strong performance on Dust 2. Can they do the same on Mirage? They look very well studied on Dust 2. Are they as well studied on Mirage? What do you think, boys? Where are you going? Where are your feelings?
I think it's just going to go on LDLC because I feel like they are really fun and exciting to watch, and Fnatic are quite difficult to predict. They're one of the harder teams to do so with because they still love the mid rounds kind of style of play, and that's just very hard to predict. It's all around the individuals, and so far we only really saw Twist performing very well.
Yeah.
It was we didn't really see anybody else finding their feet. So for me, LDLC as a unit and individually, each player were looking great. So that for me edges it over Fnatic.
It's a pretty good point, Dan. I think LDLC looked like a better, at least on the T side as well. You have Fnatic on Dust 2. They had some strats, they had some ideas like mid out lurk. They tried twice, didn't work. So, but LDLC, they were making the right calls all the time, rotations, falling back, and it just, they look like the more veteran team as well. As you said, they're hitting their shots, they're playing amazing. I'm gonna go with LDLC as well. I'm on the hype train.
Yeah, I'm excited. I I think they're the best French-speaking team at the moment, which is cool for them. I think it's just a solid unit. I don't know, it's kind of snuck up on people, I think, but I mean, another question is, can these performances translate to LAN? Because we've seen people like Twanu on different teams before. Excuse me. And he hasn't had the success that he's seen in the recent matches like on Overpass. He always seems to be at an angle first, just waiting for someone to peek into him, and they often do. But we'll see how it's going to go on Mirage. I would imagine we'll probably see some... Well, I want to say we would see some more sniping from Twist on Mirage, more so than we saw in the previous map. But he did so well with the rifles, obviously, that if people aren't performing, then maybe they'll be inclined to keep him on an AK. We will have to see. Well, very quick smokes. And once they get towards the B bomb site, they should be popping at a similar time. Will there be a flashbang? I see one on JW, one on Exist as a first flashbang. And here they go, jumping in. Brennan looking for the first player. Dives for the cause. They have the information now, and there is the trade.
Flank is quick, though. Straight up the stairs, Amanek is going to make an appearance. A slow approach, though, as he needs players to draw attention away from his position. With the silencer, he could be quite effective. Twanu opens up the short position. The smokes diminish. And now, it's not like... Oh, hello. Logan CC's betrayed them. He's joined the other side.
Someone's disconnected. So there's a bug in the game which makes a custom HUD to do that. There is the reconnection. All is well.
For a second, I was like, whoa, what's going on? Fnatic trying to push their way into B, but LDLC, great retake. Team Ace.
That'd be like a very WWE way of like doing roster changes, where someone's playing a match and then they'll switch to the other team, play like
You've got to get a team kill in there first.
6v4.
Put someone through a window.
Oh my God, he's sold him out.
The legendary betrayal from Shawn Michaels, putting his opponent, his tag team teammate through the barbershop window and doing it on his own.
Some of that sweet chin music, you know? Next, though, they will buy this round. Going to change it up, not follow the traditional money. They have the money.
Oh, no.
Look at that. It pays off. Brawlin just picks off Alex. I don't think he expected to buy it that quick.
Did he have a bad spawn or something?
I think so.
Because it seemed like he was really late.
What's Buster Rhymes' rap group called?
It's called Good Spawn?
I can't remember what it's called. But they got a song called Where You Think You're Going with Ra Digger on it. It's just everything's rap references for this game.
MOP?
No. Buster Rhymes is not an MOP then.
Cypress Hill.
Oh. LDLC slowly bringing it back. Fnatic, though. Well, as soon as I say that, Twist takes out Logan. Fast round from Fnatic. Oh, you guys hear that? You guys like that?
Sopranos in the background.
They won't hear it on the stream.
Oh,
we have an opera singer lady outside today. I am enjoying it very, very much.
I'm enjoying it too. It's making me smarter. Increasing my intelligence with every second.
But then you get nervous, and that's minus 40 IQ.
40 IQ just down the drain.
I drank some cold water. I think it's put me out for the count. Dan, you got to carry.
Why do you do these things, James? You've had that
Until I
for a long
recover.
time. I feel like you should have figured it out by now.
Is he not? Maybe he's doing it on purpose. Maybe he's making you do this, trying to put you through trial and tribulations.
I think James is just oblivious to his own existence.
He wants to forge you in fire and make you stronger than what you are.
Right, exposure therapy. Logan with the Deagle. Oh, we can't find anything. Broline will take him down. Deagle's not really working, it seems, for LDLC this time. Although 2 scouts still out, and the smokes will do a great job. And there's 3 players who will die from 1 scout shot, so they are effectively better than an AWP in some respects due to the mobility and the reload time. Yep. However, they can't get in.
The bomb is down. There is no kit.
Pop.
Ooh. Making a little more expensive. Taking the 8. Scout. Fnatic cleans it up. 0 people diving. Not diving. Dying. Look at all the money. Look at all that cash. Cash money.
Well, it's that time again. Eco for LDLC. Mirage is a better map than Dust 2 for CT Eco.
Yeah.
Still not the best, but I think everything is better than Dust 2.
At least you can hide in some corners and actually have some crossed fires. I don't think that's even possible in Dust 2, other than like middle.
Yeah, it just it feels like there's nothing that's good. There's like no good option.
All long range angles.
You can see LDLC light on their feet, rotating very quickly backwards and forwards. Any small amount of information is enough to send every single player running, just because you really you have the mobility, and also you really want to be in position with those pistols. It's the only way you could possibly win the round. But this is why we see, that development of running information plays on the T side, so that you can just understand completely where it's safe, and in some perspectives as well, you can get some kills with it, or even pull rotation. So there's so many tools that the T side has at their disposal to make these rounds very safe. So it's always very shocking when you see a team make a blunder and lose the round or lose a lot of players. LDLC, they will have their 3rd loss round bonus awarded them at the end of this round, and that will give them some very good money. We're going to see everything. $2,400, which is what you see. Going to get some additional cash here. Seeing away the AK. Just want to fight. Oh, so much damage. Can they get any kills? No. This was the same thing in the last round. There was like 4 players that were just tagged up for Fnatic, but no one died.
A little extra more effort. Gotta try a little harder. They're not trying hard enough.
3-1, and LDLC will be pulling out the big guns, but not many grenades at all, in fact. They are a team, though, who have the aggression to make up for this. They often do pick the right timing. A lot of that is with Alex, who will be dealing with the window position, maybe expecting to get smoked off. Twanu will be elsewhere. He is towards A. Very quickly into connector and smoke towards jungle. 2 targets, 1 hit by Twanu, trying to reposition. That's a massive frag towards the Palace. But he will get taken down by Exist near the bricks on the ramp. Man advantage continues, though, for LDLC. AWP can be collected later if they are lucky enough. Some pop flashes as they move forward. The jungle smoke will soon be gone, but there is a pressure one in connector, but there's a big gap. It disappears. No plant to trade, and the round goes with LDLC. An expensive round for them. Again, they were lacking to start off with, and it looks like Fnatic may have a better buy because they've got so much money.
Yeah, great job on Alex on rotating after he got that kill towards the connector area. He falls back to spawn, gives him time, give him a little bit more space and timing, because sometimes when you play in that window jungle, you get pinched a lot or you get smoked off. So very simple but effective play. Fnatic pretty much the default. 2 middle, 2 B halls. 1 guy, Crim's keeping the A guys a little honest. Decides to fall back and looks like he's going to ramp up towards this middle. Zin's taking out Alex. Twanu stuck in the window, so he's gonna have to smoke himself out. Luckily, the Molotov gets taken out. Oh, two of them, double. Trap.
Still alive for now. Duvek, good timing for him. Very crucial kill, able to back off. Amanek moving through the crawl space. Might have a look through mid. It's going to do more than that.
Oh,
Did he see the player top mid though? Running away, but the player on ladder room, Brolan, will hear him. So an extra man towards the B bomb site. Does that pursue them, well, push them towards A? Twist, got to be careful. More sound cues for Fnatic. Those sound cues mean it's unlikely someone will be on his bricks to the left of Twister's crosshair. So they heard a player run towards A, probably a player running towards, B, and then A to cover the guy out of position. And there he is now. Where are the last two players for Fnatic? LDLC will wonder. Logan taken out towards A as well. That should be go for Fnatic.
disaster strikes for LDLC. Duvek trying to make his way through connector, but he's got all sorts of problems here. And there is one of them, Brolan from jungle. And Amanek left alone to try to survive, but the AWP could be taking him down as he's got no clear angle to escape through shop, back into window. And it's just so much danger around every corner. There's a big step, and that will be an easy sound cue for Brolan to capitalize upon as it goes 4-2 in favor of Fnatic. And once again, the money is absolutely ruined for LDLC. The worst has happened. They could not convert, and they've been reset.
Very risky moves from LDLC. Jumping out the window like that, getting the kill. Paid off, but Twist, that flank, just won the round. No expectation of him flanking spawn. There you go, JW.
Not a bad start. Fnatic in much need of a win. I think just for everyone's minds to be in the right place, let alone the leaderboard. It's a solid smoke off connector. As we can see, Amanek is flanking. Not likely to win that duel, however, especially with the new and worsened CZ75. Logan jumping into position on the table support, but Brian will take him down as he does that. So this is a good anti-eco for Fnatic. Potential flanking position with the boost. Not necessary though, because the last two players are towards the B bomb site. Duvek may want to hold on to what he has. And maybe Twanu as well. I mean, maybe he risks losing the Deagle to pick up a better weapon for the next round. We'll have to see. Plant towards short, but I don't know that LDLC will be going too far, all things considered. Duvek standing on a microwave. I did it again, Duvek. I caught myself.
There you go.
I don't use microwaves.
Why?
I don't think it's healthy. And I'm not a big reheater of foods. I don't eat.
But do you know how microwaves work, James?
I'm about to chime in there for a second, but go ahead, Dan, take it away.
Is that what you're going for?
Yeah.
Do the honors.
Well, well, it's not the way that it's bad for you, it's what you cook the containers in the microwave that's bad for you. All the microwave does is really just speed up the atoms in your food, really, like water. Pretty much just speed up water to heat it up, so it creates the friction by molecules hitting each other faster and faster, and that's all it does to heat it up.
My lifestyle just doesn't need a microwave anyway. I'm not trying to save the world, I just don't need a microwave.
There you go.
Microwaves are really, really good and useful. And it's really weird that people think they'll get ill from them or something like that. It doesn't make any sense.
I just don't need one.
Just don't cook it in plastic. Just avoid that, you think. Use ceramics.
Can't microwave salmon.
That's true.
There's some things you need, like lasagna.
I don't make lasagna.
Can't really,
Therefore, I don't need a microwave.
can't really find any other way to reheat that.
Are you a toaster oven kind of guy?
I don't understand toaster ovens, but I don't reheat food. My mother conditioned me to eat all the food, otherwise I can't leave the table. So I'm mentally crippled.
But what if it's too much food?
There's no such thing as too much food. Not when you've got a strong African mother and you're 6'4".
That's what really
She used to cook me a whole chicken for dinner.
That's what obese people say. Never too much food. Not true.
Well, some perhaps. You can't color everybody with the same brush.
True. You're right.
That would be ignorance.
Very ignorant.
6-2 for Fnatic. And LDLC are on the buy once again. Once more, the grenades are low, but the tools, they've got the right tools for the job. They've got the teamwork. Fnatic still building teamwork of their own, with Newman's, Brolan, Exist, and Twist. And there's 20 with a nice opener. LDLC putting, they're restoring faith back into the brand. I've got a nice LDLC cannon, a blue 5.7 with LDLC stickers on it.
Nice.
Now I'm proud to use it, to wield it.
Boom.
That's
Goodbye,
nice.
Logan. Oh dear, that wasn't supposed to go there, but never mind. Never mind. But default was cleared, so that's always a big plus, because it's hard for, if you kill the player on default, it's very unlikely another CT will move from a far right position to it. But don't even really have time to talk about that. Quick exchange around middle as well, as we go to a 3 versus 2 in favor of LDLC. A much needed round as the bomb makes its way quickly to the B bomb sites, and there is a good chance that they could get in here. They just have to deal with Alex. Now he can be in a multitude of positions, and they need to play this slowly. So this can just come down to guessing wrong for Fnatic. And Alex guess, well, he doesn't have to guess. He just has to look at this one entry point. And he'll hear them if they drop out, and that's why it's a good position. So he gets warning. If they do drop out, he'll get 1 for 1, and that's actually pretty good. The bomb will still go down. Exist, he's in trouble.
Doesn't last very long. I was going to say, could have an opportunity to spray through the boxes to the window if he knew somebody was there, but he's dead, so never mind. Third round for LDLC, and the 2 AWPs will be collected. The Opportunist, second AWP, always good when your money is low. Get an extra one.
And just as like a quick extra point about that position, where you had the angle to the end of the balcony, it's really smart, specifically in those situations where it's very disadvantageous for the T's to make noise coming into the bomb site. Because you get the guaranteed sound cue, and you also get quite a fine angle when they're at the very end of the balcony, where they are exposed to a bunch of different positions. Might be looking to shore, might be looking to the site, might be looking towards bench, might be looking down towards a car. So, very strong position in that circumstance.
Look at that.
Ouch! Brolan, that's why he's on the team. Wreck everybody.
Oh my god, he's not stopping, is he? Just clear it out.
That's nasty. He's angry.
The round's over, he's just won the round.
You got bloodlust.
It's like, hello, I'm going to win this round, goodbye. 16 kills, 4 deaths, Brolan, a Mirage specialist perhaps. Finding himself comfortable on this one. It's my favorite map to play still. Don't know what it is about Mirage, but I still really like it.
I enjoy it.
What spot do you guys play? Let's see.
Whatever's left.
It depends on how bad my teammates are. So normally I will play. It depends, like because a lot of people don't know how to defend A. So I'll play CTA with an AWP these days, or I'll play mid. But I find I can be more effective playing short B as well. So I'll try and play A ramp or short B.
I often play top mids. That's where I often play.
I kind of find myself playing B a lot, even though I hate playing B in pubs or in plugs and whatnot, because they never go B.
Yeah, it happens to me as well. I often end up getting stuck there, but that's why you just push every round. That's,
Just push it. That's pretty much what I do.
Push
That's why I
top
hate
mid,
playing with Dan.
push on the pass.
I don't mind playing in the position where no one's going to go, as long as I have faith in my teammates that they know what they're doing. Even if they don't necessarily succeed, but if it's just a circus, then
It's usually a circus.
yeah, that's the problem. But again, it has positive connotations as well, because there are always newer and newer players playing the game who don't have any experience in the game. So while you might lose a map because of it, it's positive for the scene in general.
Yeah.
But again, it's partly look, hello Twist, 4 kills for him, and there's 5. But it's partly he's playing very well today.
Yes.
It's partly raises another question, like how do you educate these people? And I really feel like there still aren't enough resources targeting those people. Like there's you know, there's basic channels on YouTube which will be very popular and have lots of views, but not really teach them stuff efficiently, you know?
Clickbait.
Like the, well, I don't want to say people's names because I'm not trying to bully people, but I think there are. I want to buy Nothing's guide and see what it is firsthand. Because when I come across new players, I just tell them to go and buy that because I know it's gonna be good because I know Jordan and how he teaches people.
He's probably one of the people that has been teaching Counter-Strike, tutoring people for the longest time as well, so he's very experienced with that.
Mm.
It's like in Street Fighter, I remember buying Taquitos Akuma guide. Bought that.
He was pretty good with the
I was an Akuma player at the time.
Yeah.
That was before Arcade Edition came out actually, and then I switched to Rufus. More true to the third strike Akuma playstyle. That's why I switched to Rufus.
You just like big dudes.
Were you a young player?
No, what in Third Strike?
Yeah.
No, I was an Akuma player. So it was just so fun. That just super fast paced.
I was like Ken and Hugo.
Glass cannon.
I was a fan of Hugo.
Hugo, yeah. Hugo's a beast.
The German powerhouse.
Right then, we're back in buy territory. I don't know that LDLC have had a full buy because their buys have looked like this, where they've been really lacking on the grenades. They've always been somewhat short, and again, that's what happens when you can't string rounds together. Win one round, lose 3 rounds. A familiar story that we saw from a different team, don't recall who, though we saw similar struggles. Maybe LDLC are better equipped to deal with them, but Fnatic have 3 times their score at the moment. We've seen this setup before as well. Wasn't perfect. Twanu missed his shot from the window. Won't miss that one, however. What is the answer from Fnatic?
It's such a strong setup if you're able to hold on to it into the mid-round. Because the T's, it like disconnects them so massively on the map. So you get so much information, but when that happens, now Alex is in a quite a difficult spot. He's proven very capable in dodgy spots, but this is very difficult. Gets a kill out of it. That's actually amazing.
I don't know how he got a kill out of that one. Should've gotten ran over.
Definitely a learning scenario for LDLC. Nice angle from Deviduvek. Repositioning. This hears him, but he takes it in the face anyway. And now Brolan is left on his lonesome. The bomb has been seen by LDLC. Deviduvek moves into a more aggressive angle. Go for a quick jump on the barrel, perhaps, but he's going to eat the grenade. Oh, maybe not. Targeting the balcony instead. He's got the bomb. He's got a molly as well. 30 seconds. Is he really going to make a play towards A? Deciding against it. There is the molly towards the van. Deviduvek forced from his position. 20 seconds. Oh, that's a nice 180. But now it's guaranteed for Logan. Round number 4. Much needed round for LDLC. But again, they only survive with few plays. Look, almost everyone, 3 players had $16,000
I was going to say
at the beginning of this round.
Crim's had 2K though, so they're not being very generous with their money, are they? That's obviously something's got a bit wrong there. Gotta share the wealth, guys. Come on. This is a free market social democracy.
What's this? We might get the Pug special. A smokes. 4 of the Fnatic players are in this area. We have. Who's it? Who's lurking over there? Is that JW? Sit in the smoke in the middle, and look at, here comes the AXQ, smokes flying around. But LDLC taking 2 of Fnatic players, including JW, who's lurking in the middle. Now all eyes are towards this T ramp. Ooh, Twiscan, 2 kills, evening it up to 3-on-3 now. The mood looks a little more even. Nades launching from both teams. Who's going to win?
So weird right now, this game. We'll see if Fnatic can make this one work. He's going to push forwards. The trade out from Deviduvek though, and he's got a second engagement, and there's no easy way to plant the bomb, especially not now. Deviduvek, great performance with the AK. Brolan though, he's 19-5. He's been a complete beast, taking over the game by himself. For Fnatic especially, they need someone like Brolan to step up. They had Twist in the previous map. Twist is still doing well, but now Brolan is also adding in quite the effort. But 30 seconds, going for the flank. No one is checking the flank. No one is checking the flank. Someone must check the flank, surely. At this time, there we go. Devadivak goes for it. Brolan down to 11 points of health. 20 seconds to go. Has to push forwards. Bomb is down on default. And Twanu will be repositioning the Molotov to buy even more time. And he can just win by time if he plays this correctly. Brolan has 11 HP, and there it is. Even Brolan could not find a way out of that situation. And LDLC pick up a much-needed round. 20 for 6.
Brolan. He has a nice first name, Ludwig.
I was going to say, this sounds like some composer. Ludwig von
Beethoven.
Counter-Strike.
Well, it looks like LDLC may get a reasonable score out of this half after all. Looking like it could have been dominant for Fnatic. Not the case anymore.
Ooh.
Oh, dodgy smoke from Alex.
That's a one-way, isn't it?
It is indeed, but he'll still have to run back into connector eventually. JW not feeling shy today, walk straight through the smoke. See that nobody is here. 2 smokes on short, 1 smoke in connector, creeping through that one as well. Taking liberties. Does he just continue? He does. Into the corner, catches Alex off guard. Gets his bell rung though. He cannot escape. In the meantime, Logan now stuck on the A site with a UMP, but the push is towards the B bomb site where 2 LDLC players are at the very least. Devadivak taken out, Armanek will be taken out as well. Brolan and Twist with more frags.
Yeah, this round is, I think, marked by LDLC just not being ready for what Fnatic had to bring. And you know, first of all, that push from JW, not ready for that. Then the push into the B bomb site, also didn't look ready for that. They had 2 players on the site, but neither was in position to defend before the players got out of the apartments. Looks like a 10-5 here for Fnatic, as Twanu is left in a 1 versus 4. It looks very unlikely he can do too much from this position. Last round though, so just go for it, and Crims will shut him down. 10-5 indeed. Fnatic with a great half, but you got to credit Brolan and Twist. Brolan especially had so many impactful entry kills, to swinging, well, winning rounds by himself, in fact.
Beast mode from Brolan. You saw that last one. LDLC looked a little off in that B hold. He had 2 people in the bomb site, 2 of them looking at 2 different angles, instead of maybe both focusing on one and try to guarantee to kill first, and then they can kind of spread out. Fnatic, a different team on Mirage. And here we go. Looks like another B take. Fnatic will surely know.
Jumping, avoiding the headshots, successfully so. And they've isolated the short player. It's just left in mid looking for a flank. Stuck in the choke points now, Twist making his way out, but only Twist. Brolan fighting back. Exist walking through the smoke now, taking one in the face. Brolan and Crims remain. 2 versus 4. Poking out. Alex takes one. And now it's just Crims. Long distance for him. They don't need to engage like this. Let him go to the point of no return and maybe triple peek him afterwards. What does he choose to do? He knows that he'll be facing 2v1 minimum. Maybe time to save the Kevlar, cut the losses, and move on.
I like the smoke from LDLC in that B take. It's a lot more common to see more smokes towards the left and right pillars a lot of times, but their smoke was a little deeper towards Cat, so it completely blocked off Cat, and they couldn't spot in the halls from Catwalk. So it's one of those utilities that maybe does a little more with a little less, but the con of that is that both of those pillars are exposed if the CT were to push beyond that smoke.
I think Fnatic threw the same smokes as well, didn't they? I think on the first half. I think maybe it's something that people have started doing. I looked at that. I wanted to copy that.
I like the little different nuances and shifts that people do. How just the change in meta, where it's like it's kind of the same but still a little different. You know, I could smoke here because it puts me 5 feet closer to the window or something. You know, like little things like that make very interesting timing and kind of figuring out the methodical, like what's the best or this meta and stuff like that. Very nice.
Agreed.
Ooh!
Frags. Now this is really interesting because even though Fnatic has such a strong start, I really don't know. Like, I still feel like LDLC are going to win this game. We'll see. It's a good start. Twister's doing some serious damage.
Wish my Deagle aim like that. My Deagle bullet goes way over there. Way over there.
Shoddy for Crims. Is Crim still playing the stairs?
Looks like it. It's his signature.
I don't know that I've seen Crims use an auto shotgun before. Oh
and
dear.
You won't see him.
They even had the grenades. That's so unlucky for them. Maybe that's why you put a molly there instead. The future rounds will have to be more expensive for Fnatic. The double HE is not doing the job. HE, so much variance in them. The numbers game too great for Exist. 2 versus 5. What does Twist really want to do here? Ooh, close. One by the bench, double peek. And JW is left alone with his blue knife. Bluey purpley knife. Indigo maybe. Ooh. Dead now, of course.
I'm a massive fan of contact plays on the CT first buy, where they don't have an AWP. I think it's just so strong. It's nice to see.
How does an ace guy do way more damage?
Logan is doing the Prolat.
Devastating.
Wiping out the A-bomb site.
Yeah, but they were really unlucky with those grenades, weren't they?
Probably hid behind a pop bottle or something, you know?
Did everything right. Still got absolutely wrecked. Money in the bin. But the next fight will be strong. It will be max loss bonus, I do believe. LDLC anti-eco time. Some spray from Alex in case somebody is in a short smoke. Smart stuff. Good awareness from him. Crim's not flashed. Not many places you can avoid a flash so high on Mirage B.
Not having a good game either. Very far away from his team in terms of kills.
I did wonder, his you need to line up the corner, the top right corner of the smoke grenade where the pin is, with the kind of top middle of the aerial, but he was a bit high on where he was lining it up, so I thought maybe he'd get stuck on the roof or something, but there we go. Just want to practice. Grims with 2 HP. Some pot shots through the wall. With the HE, will it be timely? Apparently not. 0 damage from that, lining up for the CZ, but no kills. Still no kills. Crim, so many chances, but nobody with a fatal shot. Those are 2 rounds where, well, in the last 2 rounds for LDLC, 10 people have survived. That means lots of money.
How many nades do you think you know in Counter-Strike, James?
I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea.
100? More than 100?
Definitely.
How many of them do you use? That's
Well, so you only start with 4 grenades, right? And the last game I played in Mirage, people couldn't even smoke connector from outside connector. So, yeah. You end up trying to use the one to get you through the next 30 seconds, and then just pray that your team kills someone by accident, and then, you know, win the round.
You find yourself tossing the same smoke for 10 rounds and 10 maps in a row.
These days on Mirage, just smoke window every single round. LDLC moving through the A site. A with smokes! The classic 64 tick special. Default plant, not even the inverse plant, which would give them more defensive options. But of course, they would be prone to more spray angles, which have been a recurring issue for T sides. Anyway, they await the advance of Fnatic.
Oh, double nade by Fnatic on the Amanek. Bring him 2 HP, twisting down 2.0. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh, that was so close. That was really, really close. And considering they didn't have a kit, that would have been it. But it could work out well for them. They have a lot of money. Obviously, Fnatic did survive with quite a few players, but if LDLC were to win this, get the resets, life will be lovely. It will be so lovely. And they have to do that, though. They have to find a way to make it work. And is that for shorts? Top shorts? Or where is that going? Yes, indeed. So, 2 players on short here for Fnatic. Wondering what's going on. What is the meaning of that smoke? It does suggest a walk into the B apartments. So pressure towards B, keeping Fnatic occupied for the time being, but there's a small window of time when those smokes go away and there's nothing behind them. Fnatic will realize it was all a ruse, and LDLC have now positioned Logan into the window room. This is awesome. But how much can he do with it?
So quickly as well.
Ooh, a bit slow there.
They both miss. Very interesting. Now he's ready for Crims. Very smart stuff from Logan. Good positioning. Smoking off the area. Exist going through the crawl space. Will that be the master stroke? It will. Reaffirming control of a very important area. The bomb rotating towards A, but the CTs are moving towards B, and there's more looking from Armanek, which will surely convince him of this. Does he die on the sword here? He starts to move back, actually. Duvek is in fact seeing 2 players now in the market position, which buys a lot of time for the plant.
And it kind of over-rotating there without seeing the bomb. So they get tricked as LDLC plant the bomb in the A bomb side. Now Braun's going to push his way towards stairs. Exists to help him out, clearing out under balcony and sandwich, but it's just like the LDLC. Brawling and Exist making it 10 to 11.
The resets.
It's really, it's like stealing Fnatic's tricks from them. Pushing Logan in very quickly into the window, and just that whole passage of play around the window of just like the confusion, and how much that pulled rotations, created openings, and how much it must have confused the comms was such an awesome. That's part of the flair we're talking about, I think, with LDLC, that we are so consistently seeing that's making them exciting to watch.
Yeah. They're just really good at able to change the pace up, change up strategies. Even though we've been seeing so many different kind of strategies from LDLC, they all look like a well-oiled machine. Like everyone knows what they're doing. The routes are good. The spacing is amazing. You guys are exchanging kills.
Big flashbang. Flying over Exist. You've always got to check straight below you, Exist. Oh my god, I was wondering if he'd get 2 kills out of it, but maybe he's put his team in a round-winning situation. Brolan obscuring his own vision there a little bit too much. Crims, can he capitalize on the distraction? Both these players are low. They've got such good position. Crims creeping through. He has half the information now for Brolan. He knows one player was on the site. That smoke will give him some cover. Got to move quickly before it dissipates. He sees the barrel of the gun. Now he knows one player's in the corner. Quick swipe, the transfer. Sees Twanu slowly backing off. 16 bullets. Twanu, this is really awkward for him. Close range, not quite what he wants. He's got a deagle, but he keeps the AWP out, continuing to move. The more pre-fire from Brolan. Twanu with the crouch.
Wow.
And that will be a clutch for LDLC. Shouldn't have been that difficult. But there we go.
The transfer from Brolan was just perfect. He's winning that round so many times. Like, so many players will peek there for the trade. This transfer here, that's so on point. Twanu would be absolutely dead. It's actually crazy he doesn't peek that. I'm surprised he doesn't peek that.
That is impressive, actually. We get another A explode. Crims, though, takes one out before he gets taken out. Brawling, nice Molotov and some spray, getting 2 kills in this A-bomb site. Just like that, tides have changed.
There's nothing more depressing than, well, there's many depressing things in Counter-Strike, but one of the more depressing things is, you know, you get stuck in Palace after, like, everyone's died towards A, and they know you're in Palace. So you have 0 map control. It just feels so difficult at that point. It's just so hard to get anything going.
You're waiting for a smoke to dissipate, so you're already scoped in, so you can peek jungle or something, and everyone's dead. And you're like, well, okay, guys, let's play the let's not die for the first 20 seconds game.
Yeah.
I love that strat.
But the difference between like these qualities, the quality of players we see here, and you know that situation that we would experience or see in Pugs, is just that they know that they have to make a crazy play, and so they're looking for the kind of crazy play that they make, you know, work. So we're seeing people take initiative, because often that's not the case in some of those, you know, less than pro level situations where people just sort of just stand around too much. You can see Armanek's got position deep on short, trying to see what he can do here. There it is, gets a pick off. Now, that might give some space for his teammate, but 20 has to go get the bomb. There's 30 seconds left. They can absolutely make a go of this round. They've got some money in the bag. They can buy next round. So they should absolutely be going for this one. 20 seconds. 20 has to run all the way. And JW is just going to stop the bomb. There's surely no way 20 can get there in time. He's got the deagle out at least, but you do run slow with that. Spots JW. He's got to go for it with the deagle. JW taking one more bullet and he's dead, but no. Denied.
And an AWP for JW. He's like, thank you. I'll hold on to this for you for next round.
Well, it seems there may be a way back into this for Fnatic. Only their second round in this half, but they have a round lead now. There is money for LDLC. Perhaps they can reset them again. Now, Fnatic already have a much better buy. Full grenades. I don't know if we saw that in a single round in the first half from LDLC.
There's something satisfying about looking at it, isn't it? Just like seeing all those nades.
Yeah, just a full inventory.
Yeah.
Stuff and things.
Can you imagine if in Counter-Strike we had sort of legendary items and like better stats, and you have like an HE that's like got 3 times multiplier damage or something, or can go through walls like 1.6.
Maybe they're going through walls anyway.
Maybe flashbangs that just kill people. I don't know.
Sounds like a crap game, Dan. I don't think I want to play it.
You can throw your knives like in Soldier of Fortune 2.
I still haven't been on a zombie mod server. I need to
perks.
Try one of those. Let's see what LDLC are going to do with this. They've all gone towards the A site. There are 2 players for a quick rotation through Connector, although I'm sure they'll be concerned about potential flank. That smoke will only delay 1 player in the Palace position. Roland, no frag for him this time, no AK. And trouble. Logan finished off though with a HE from JW, and again, Crim's looking for that flank, so there's less players to deal with the A site itself, and Molly towards default to try and delay a plant. Alex wanting to make his way through. Got to be careful though, the corner of the smoke is where JW is looking. Will there be a pop flash for him to make a play, or is he just waiting for a peek?
So stepping, they know the CTs are there. 3 CTs in this position. Nice kill by JW. No peek yet from Alex. Oh, he goes for it though. Still gets the 1 bullet onto JW. Twan who follows up with a double. That's really important. Now just down to Crims coming from the stairs position, but he's got to deal with a... Is that a... We're seeing rotation? Or, oh, a rotation into Palace. Has to go back to pit though. Oh, he can just hold this. He's got a kid as well. There's no way Twanu can get there in time. Surely not. Oh, he comes off the bomb. Twanu had a chance, but Crims will make it work. Just enough time for the defuse. Fnatic steal it away. Prevent themselves from getting reset and position themselves to maybe get that win on the board. LDLC can buy though.
They do. It's nice. Nice effort from LDLC.
Logan's on the AWP. Has he got a spawn? Sorry to interrupt you.
No, I'm sorry to interrupt you.
No.
Don't be too polite. It just makes it awkward. Let's not do that.
It's only
Politeness
awkward
battle.
for the first time, you know? I think get used to it.
You've got to win the politeness battles, James.
Gotta try.
Battle of gentlemen. So there was
smokes.
No, sorry, James. Please go ahead.
I finished. That's all I wanted to say.
I was going to say there's an art to being the solo player and pressuring the B apartments. It's worth studying players who do it very well. Alex, obviously, we can see that it really definitely is in his wheelhouse to make such plays, and it distracts so much attention. Stewie is a good one to watch for that as well.
Magisk, a really good one too.
Magisk?
Yeah, he does that a lot on this map. The X factor, the wild card, you know? They're in there to make something happen.
LDLC with possession of Connector. The bomb though is towards the apartments. Twanu is on short, waiting for a peek. JW near jungle. Which way does he peek first? Towards Tollbooth? Yes. Probably heard from JW, who will be encouraged to peek, because he's probably not double scoping into the window itself. No, he's moving towards B. Perhaps he didn't hear him. David Duvek with a potential master stroke, but he won't see Brolan in the firebox position. But the steps have been heard by Brolan. Oh, this is getting so weird. Surely Brolan heard the player behind him. I think he did, so at least he can tell the players that they're flanking, but they've committed to the B bump site already, Fnatic. Oh, he's delayed the spot as much as possible. Look at the time. It's too late. They've won the round. Purely by just being boosted. Bonus frag for him.
Wow.
And how about that? A few of these rounds now have really gone down to the wire. Two timeouts in 3 rounds and a defuse in the very last seconds.
Well, that might be it because both teams had no money during this round, and this was the reset round potentially for the CTs. So Fnatic avoid being reset, and they have instead crippled the money of LDLC once again. Even though they have a decent round loss bonus, Fnatic are 2 rounds away from victory, and LDLC cannot offer up an AWP. They can't really do too much to defend against the 4-buyer Fnatic, and they themselves are thinking, do we play for overtime at this point? Do we save 1 round? And then, because if we do that, we'll have $2,900 for the bonus. However, what they can do is they can, I was going to say, leave a couple $100 in the tank and try to play a round which they feel has a good chance at the plants. Then with the plant bonus, they'll have a 4-buy in the following round, but they're going to go for it, forcing behind the AK that was saved. And this is for all the marbles. You strike me as a marbles guy, James.
Played marbles in primary school. I like marble as, furnishings.
I like
marble
bogs.
floors.
How do you play marbles?
I don't know if we have time to explain that. I don't even remember, to be honest with you. I don't even remember how to play marbles anymore. I don't know, but it required one of those kind of parked benches with the gaps. And I don't know what else happened really anymore. No idea. My memory does not go back very far. Fnatic, ooh, that would have been useful, wouldn't it? But he can't really pop that vent. Now, can he find an angle on these players? Bursting with the UMP. Now he can pop the vent because what difference does it make? They know where he is. What is the response from Fnatic? Does JW read that he probably hasn't made his way through market yet? No one's in market on the B bomb site, so that might be a question mark for those players. Fnatic feeling vulnerable in a number of directions.
But they pulled JW away from having his full attention on the A bomb side because he's worried about that flank. He does come back in time though, so he's actually done it perfectly. And maybe that flank not as powerful for Logan as they'd anticipated in the flashbangs. Perfect. Cruz follows it up with the MP9 aggressive. And it's a lot of damage onto Twanu. Logan goes for it, almost takes down JW. He needs to get this kill somehow, but it's so difficult to close this distance. And now he's stuck. They know exactly where he is. He is sandwiched between so many rifles. How on earth does he survive this? Can he potentially get a kill out of it? That would be surely too much to ask. He's just dodging bullets here. 4 HP, 1 more bullet, and he's dead. Logan, oh, he does find JW though, and that's an ore to be collected. And meanwhile, the bomb has made it onto the B bomb site. They can plant as well. This is madness.
CT smoke from CT for LDLC. Super weird stuff. He's entertaining 2 players. Finally, he's gone down. And now it's down to Armanek with the MP, whatever it is, Mac 10. He picks up an M4A4. And, yeah, he got a crucial upgrade now. He's got full health at the very least. Fnatic have no idea where he is.
I don't know if he knows where he is. There he is.
Again, he can spray through that window, but there's no need at this point. Seed second player, 2-man spray down for Armanek.
Wow.
And that is such a needed win. Again, every round going down to the wire between these 2 teams, and look at the money on Fnatic.
That was a huge round for LDLC. Armanek, 1-on-3 situation. And look at that spot. They probably not expect him to be there, to be honest. That's a weird spot for 1-on-2.
That's the perfect word to describe it. Weird. He's so good with rifles, isn't he? He's just very consistent with the M4. And I feel like, against AKs, I mean, it's just that pressure, isn't it? If you don't get the dink straight away, you're probably going to die. It's so consistent at just making it work.
Yeah.
Roland's, speaking of AKs, has picked himself up 1. It's been a really hard half for Fnatic, actually, I would say. I mean, obviously they had a really good first half, but they've only pulled out 4 rounds so far in the second half, and Roland's not, I think maybe he's got like 5 kills this half or something, I want to say.
LDLC has been working pretty well on mixing it up, changing their attacks, just keeping Fnatic guessing a wide range of strats. Just mixing it up. Sometimes he's got to mix it up. Right now, they're just going to slow it down, spread the defense. That's Logan going to play.
Spread the jam.
Spread the jam. Glad you brought up jam today. I was thinking about it.
It's not a,
I was going to wait
it's
for
not
it.
a day worth living without some mention of jam.
There you go.
Well, LDLC, rather than risking a rotation through to the B bomb site, they'll go for the flank towards A. But with the time so low, Broland's position could be very important. Broland's position is now relevant. And it's down to Twist with the Deagle. And it works out for LDLC. No fear from them.
Logan puts in work on these T sides.
Does. Well, I'd call a timeout for Fnatic if I was their coach. Slow it down, see what they do, because your money's not good. It's not great at all. You have a couple people under 36, 3,700. They're going to decide to just do a pistol, the shotgun at Crims. Play it
Broland's
safe.
gone for the full force buy. No, he hasn't. What am I talking about? I was misreading his 0 and a 2400. I saw all that stuff come out. Maybe it's bugged out a little bit. Didn't show what he spent. So we'll see how it looks afterwards. Grim's rotating with the Nova. I should buy the Nova every so often.
I got the antique skin.
Eco the pistol, buy a Nova. I'm gonna try it.
Looks like a BB gun.
Okay, the money's fine. So he's smoking off the connector to suggest he's saving on A. To encourage somebody to make a misstep and eat shotgun. My gun, my rules. Damn.
Wow.
Very NRA.
That's very entitled.
Yeah. Wonder what it said on the other side.
No budge for anybody.
Is he going to go for it? Oh, he's tempted.
If he had Kid, I would.
Oh, you just deserved the kill.
Shotguns in a nutshell.
14-14. LDLC. I think, you know, well, did you predict them as well, James? I know Eric and I did.
I don't know what I predicted.
Oh,
If
well,
I
Well, you don't make
predicted
predictions, so you probably
No,
didn't
you made
say.
one.
yeah, I don't know that I did. I don't really commit.
Are you too good for prediction?
Absolutely. Let's see who makes it to match point first. That's the team I would have picked.
You'd pick
Do you want to make a prediction now, James? 29 rounds in.
Who do you think's gonna win?
I'll tell you after the match.
Well, wow, we're getting a fast short split. This could be really, oh, a B split. Very, very fast indeed from short. Nice trade coming in from Amanek out of the apartments. Twist trying to hold things down with the defensive smoke. Up onto the car, perhaps. Spots Amanek dropping down. Amanek spots him as well. Crims managing to make his way quickly forwards through the door, and he's absolutely ruining them. Twanu goes down as well. Very fast B split, and it's not successful. Normally those rounds go very well, and it's indeed Fnatic to reach match point first, and they very well might steal this all away. So much struggle, actually, for both teams in the last few rounds here.
Such a huge smoke from Twist because it allows his teammates to rotate through the door. That's one of the main purposes of that smoke, is that it gives cover for a CT side to come in through the door safely than they would otherwise have to do. But nice play behind the smoke as well. Don't often see that. And here we are. LDLC have a bye for this round. Twanu taken out very fast. Minute 39 on the clock. And it's a 4 versus 5. Fnatic with control of connector for a short time, but Crims will get taken out over the smoke by Alex.
Health is so low, though, for Alex and Deviduvek, that poses a lot of problems. That you can see that they're just going to say, you know what, even though we only have one smoke, let's just go for the set piece onto the A-bomb site. They might even just try to walk it in, but it's knowing that there's orbs in play, that's very, very dangerous. You can quickly just go down to even a 2 versus 4 before you know what hits you, and they will actually walk the bomb 2 players through Palace, in fact. And they don't know what if there's anybody in these positions as well. This is a bad look for LDLC.
Broland again in the shadow position. But Fnatic are heavily invested towards the B bomb site. There are Molotovs here. Can Broland get to Exist making his way over? He's heard something, Broland. No frags for him. But Exist is now in CT, which is probably no surprise if someone's in this position. Amanek has one flashbang, one golden flash, but they've got a smoke grenade. Going for the plant. Does he see something through the corner? Tagging Logan into the red, but the bomb will still go down. Post-plant frag, and look at how low all these players are. Alex going for the rotation. Bomb's not even planted for him. Got to walk. Twist is coming up. They're both looking in a similar direction, but Alex is making the steps, and that gives the advantage to Fnatic.
And Twist smartly picks up an AK-47 as well. It's going to be very, very useful. These very weak players, Deviduvek and Amanek. Dangerous duo, but just perhaps too weak to do anything, offer up any defense indeed. Fnatic will secure it 16-14. Very back and forth game. Fnatic had, well, they played very, very well. Brolan and Twist in particular really setting Fnatic up on that first half with a 10-5. And then LDLC showing that they themselves also have quite the T side in store.
Yeah, that last couple rounds for both teams was pretty scrappy, going back and forth. And what really changed the momentum in favor of Fnatic was actually, as you mentioned, that smoke of the van Twist, but also they had fast rotations before LDLC even hit the bomb site. Fnatic kind of cheated an extra person over the bomb site at the right time, securing the round. So Crims and Twist really just bringing that round for Fnatic and helping them secure the victory.
Yeah, big standout performances. Twist going huge on both maps, and Brolan joining the fray for Mirage as well to help take it over the line. But so many close rounds going down to one person towards the end of the match. Great to see, very back and forth, and Fnatic fought tooth and nail for that one. Really going down to the wire. Okay, crucial last moments here. Who knows if that kill goes the other way on short, then maybe we go into overtime, but it is Fnatic by the slightest of margins taking it. Almost 3,200 damage for Twist. A great 2 maps from him. Brolan stepping up, as we mentioned before. JW and Exist delivering as well. Crims lagging a little bit behind, but again, Logan had some good plays. Just short for LDLC. Now we can see how this makes the table look after 2 matches here in Europe. Fnatic go 5 for 9 in 6th place, and LDLC 4 games in hand over Fnatic are in 8th for the time being, but with 6 losses. Let's see, we've got 3rd, 4th and 5th, all with 7 losses at the moment, so you don't want to lose too many more. But there's still plenty of games to play. Now they're in the same position as Ninjas in Pyjamas. I don't expect those teams will stay so low in the table with 8 matches to play for both of them. So I think there is a chance. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those 2 teams made it to LAN, but we will have to see. That is going to be our European show coming to a close. Just 2 matches for you today. In 2 hours, almost exactly, we will be back for 4 North American matches. So don't go too far. We'll see you back here in 2 hours.